They sing, they write, they play multiple instruments, and they light up the room when they do it with a wild and beautiful blend of musical genres. Brittany Davis, it's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Thanks for talking to me. Let's get your story first. Are you from Kansas City, is that right?
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised in Kansas City. And what was life like there before all this?
Oh man, that's a long story.
Well, you don't have to get it. You just give me the broad strokes.
Well, it was just like I don't really know. I can't remember. I just spent a lot of my time just making music. I don't remember Kansas City. I just remember all the music.
Was it in church though?
I had some in church, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But not a lot. I really didn't get exposed to the musical community in Kansas City per se, but I was exposed to a lot of different music genres in Kansas City. So I was full of energy and full of musical inspiration. And I stayed in my room. I didn't go out a lot. And I played a lot of music.
Well, it paid off. So you eventually made your way to Seattle. Oh, but I wanted to ask you first about Kansas City. Isn't Kansas City like one of the barbecue capitals of the country?
Indeed it is.
Yeah?
Indeed it is.
Is it the dry kind in Kansas City? The stuff on the outside of the meat?
Dry rub, yes.
Is that?
We have dry rub.
Is that a Kansas City thing, or do they have all different kinds?
We have all different kinds.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, we got it.
I feel like
Show me state.
I feel like I was there for like 100 years ago for like a wedding or something, and somebody said, you got to go to this place, Arthur Bryant's.
Nice.
In Kansas City. You know that place?
Arthur Bryant's is rocking. We like Gates.
Yeah.
We like Arthur Bryant's. It's all good.
All right. Anyway, okay, so you make your way to Seattle. Why did you come to Seattle?
Well, it was a lifestyle change. Actually, my mother moved here with my brother and I, and it's kind of crazy. When I was 3, she was incarcerated and did a 10-year sentence. And after her release, she wished to make a lifestyle change. So she just was like, okay, let me get out of this state. Let me get out of where I've been before. Let me take it to to the next level. And we've been here ever since.
It's a big difference from Kansas City, I think.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Culture shock, actually.
Yeah, really. And here in Seattle, you're still doing music, you're writing songs, and you get on the radar of Stone Gossard from a little local band called Pearl Jam.
Ooh, yeah.
How'd that happen?
It ain't so little no more.
How did that happen?
So his friend, one of his great friends, Jahari, actually introduced me to Stone. Because she was doing some projects at Stone Studio, which we're in right now, and he was like enamored. When he heard me, he was just like, "Who's this kid?" And we met, and when we met, he was just like, like we was just like musical peas in the pod. It's just effortless with us. We just vibes.
Yeah.
We get down.
And as it happens, Stone has a record label called Loose Groove Records, so that came in kind of handy, right?
Yes.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your music. So you put out an EP last year, I Choose to Live.
That's right.
And your new single just dropped. It's called So Fly.
So Fly.
And you can hear it on 98.9 KPNW. And it's such a positive and self-affirming song. I mean, I can hear somebody like giving themselves a little pep talk first thing in the morning and popping in the AirPods and playing So Fly. It's like, you got this.
You got this.
Right?
That's right.
Is that kind of where you're coming from with that?
Absolutely. And also, speaking about extensive and expansive views of ourselves, we talk about body image a lot, but a lot of us don't know there's a mental image that we have of ourselves too. It's not all about what we look like, and sometimes it's about what we feel like we look like. And having to go on that alone, not being able to view myself as a person who's born without eyes, not being able to physically view myself, a lot of how I see myself comes from the mental image. And so when I wrote the song So Fly, I envisioned what it would be like if, instead of looking at my reflection in the mirror, I could hear it. If it were a song, how would it sound? And Soulfly was the result.
I think you captured it. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
On that EP you put out last year, the title track, I Choose to Live, to me, I think it's about something that we don't hear too much yet. It's a song that's kind of set against the backdrop of the start of the pandemic and then all the troubles the world has seen in the last few years. But you give a shout out to frontline workers, the class of 2020, because they weren't sure they were going to graduate at that point in time. And you talk about wearing masks, that whole wild time where nobody really knew what was going on. And you sing this line, "To all my Asian brothers and sisters, I extend my heart," which obviously refers to the sort of racism that reared its ugly head during that time because of China and everything. And I don't think I've heard any musicians really address any of that yet. I mean, but you did. What moved you to put that into a song?
So I have to start by saying that I am a vessel of sound, that I'm just a big broadcast. I'm just a big radio for God, and all it means is that I'm not the creator, but the creator himself is. And I was asking the divine, I said, Lord God, how do I create? And this is just my faith. It's faith-based. So how do I create a song about people I don't know, about situations I haven't been in? I said, I don't understand that. And the divine answered me and said, but I do. I understand these people. And all I want you to do is be the voice, the vessel that delivers the message to those people, that I hear them, that I feel them. And that was one of those moments where I wept, because I realized that this music is bigger than what I can do for my community. It's what divine is doing for us, and how much I believe that Creator loves us. And that actually is more impactful than addressing an issue. It's actually identifying with it. And I think that's humbling, because I realize it's bigger than me. It's all of us together acknowledging. It's not just me saying I choose to live. I may as well have said we choose to live, or they choose to live, or he choose to live, or John choose to live, or Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how intimate Creator is with creation, and I feel humbled by the honor of being the vessel to convey that.
Excellent. Well, you do it. You do a great job at it. This may be a dumb question, but you just referred to not having your sight. And I'm going to ask this question anyway, because I haven't done an interview in a while and I'm out of practice, and I want to know this because I've always wondered it. Since you can't look at yourself in the mirror, who do you trust to pick clothes for yourself? I mean, you're wearing this beautiful, sparkly silver dress, and every time I see what you're wearing, it's just, you just look fire, You're just, your clothes, your hair, your shades, your shoes. But who do you trust to put that together in a way that expresses who you are?
Well, I gotta be honest. It actually, you can't trust. You just gotta go by faith, because no matter who you got, everybody has their own style. There's things that you like to wear. There's things that, my grandmother, my family, they helped me pick things out. But that's not the whole of it. There's more to it, because how you go ahead and develop your individual style is your individual preference. I haven't really experienced that luxury, right? Because if the person that I'm with likes mohawks, you know what I'm saying? You see how that can be projective? You know what I'm saying? So it's a really deep, it actually is a deep process. Everything is really deep with me. It's internal.
Yeah, I'll say.
Everything turns inside. There's no trivia to my existence. Everything has to be worked through. And it's a deep and intimate thing to trust someone to help you know,
Yeah.
attire you, put your clothes on.
Right.
You know, and I appreciate the compliment, by the way, because, you know, we look fly, you know, so beautiful, so fly. That's how we want to look in the body and the mind.
Yep.
And I think trusting my family to help me do it, it's really easy to do, but I also have to find my own expression, and I'm learning how to trust myself too, to do that, to find the clothes that I like.
Well, I think it's working.
Thank you.
I'm not a fashion critic, but I think it's working. I just go with basic black all the time. I play it safe. Now, listen, when we walked in here today, you were telling me, do you mind talking about your sleep thing that you do?
Oh, yeah.
You get up like at, what do you do? Tell me about it again. You get up like at 3 in the morning and stay awake for half an hour and then go back to sleep?
Yes, I do. So I always say that in the morning I get 2 people ready, okay? So there's me, the body, and me, the mind. And we got to get ready. So when I wake up in the morning, it's almost like little rewards and little treats that I give myself, and little meditations and positive affirmations I give myself. So I wake up at 3 in the morning, and maybe I stay awake for a half hour. Then I go to sleep, then I wake up again, probably about 4:30. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get up then, I have myself a little smoothie, a little meditation, you know what I'm saying? And then because I can, and I did the work to prepare that mind, I go back to sleep. Then I wake up about 7:30, 8 o'clock, shower time, clothes, done.
And then you're up for real.
I'm up.
Yeah.
It takes the shock out of just being woken up by an alarm at one time, and you got to think everything at once. It's just like pacing. I call it calibration. I'm just calibrating my mind to be able to handle, because I feel like, not to toot my own horn or nothing, but you know, I feel like because of the way that I exist through the impact of blindness, not just because I'm blind, but the impact, I actually process about 20 to 30% more information at one time than the average Joe. So that means that I need about, I need a whole nother half of a mind just to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just to think, okay, I'm gonna walk downstairs. I gotta get downstairs. Boom. The going downstairs is easy if you can see the stairs. If you can't see the stairs, you gotta remember, how many steps is it? But you can't be wiping sleep from your eye. You got to get that part out of the way earlier, so that when you do walk down the stairs, all the stuff that makes it, can make it critically dangerous for you to do that is out of the way.
You're wide awake enough to count.
You're wide awake enough to count.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, that might work for everybody.
Yeah, let's do it. Calibration, everybody.
So what's next for you? The song So Fly is out. Will there be another EP or an album or a tour? What's going to happen?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to start.
Well, plus you have an amazing band of 6 women. Do you still have are those women still with you?
Oh, it's crazy because that's the Tiny Desk Band.
Oh, okay.
That's one band.
Yeah.
But then I got these cats out of Seattle that I played with in Austin.
Oh, okay.
And those are a different group of people.
Yeah.
That's 3 people. And we got Devon Lewis, we got Evan Floyd Barnes, we got, Jason Cameron. So we got those cats on drums, bass, and guitar. I say that I always will keep in contact with my sisters. You might see us together again. There's a possibility you might see us, the 6 women, together again. But I'm a part of so many bands.
Yes, right.
So many.
Well, Stone Gossard has another band, a different band.
Yes.
Called what's the band called?
Painted Shield.
Painted Shield, and you're in the band.
Yes.
They have 2 albums out already.
That's right. We're working on number 3.
And that's a little more intense. That's a little more kind of rock and a little maybe kind of trippy. But there's some bangers on those records.
Oh, man.
That's loud.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
That's got to be fun though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I love making noise with those boys.
Well, whatever direction you go and whoever you do it with, we'll be right there with you because we love your stuff. Brittany Davis, thanks so much for talking to me.
Absolutely, and thank you for having me.